the first thing I want to do is mark on the page where we want the video to be embedded. So I'm going to create a new paragraph here on the page and just type video. And this will show us later on exactly where to drop the video. The next thing to do is go to the video hosting website where your video is located. Now I'm using YouTube here. You could use Vimeo, Uplay, which is the university's video hosting service. The thing you're looking for is a share button or embed button. On YouTube there's a share tab here, and I click that and then we select embed here. Now you'll see here that there's a snippet of code, and we're going to use that in a minute to embed our video on our CMS page. But first of all, it's worth just looking that you can actually choose the size that you want to embed the video on the page here. Now I'm going to show you a method later of embedding the video so that it scales to fit whatever size page the person is viewing on their device. So that'll mean you don't need to worry too much about the size, because the video will just expand and contract to fit the size of the screen. However, you can choose one of these predefined YouTube sizes, or you can choose a custom size. And for this, you just put in the width of the video that you want, and the height will automatically be calculated. Now on a CMS page, if you've got no sidebar on the right, or secondary content as we call it now, the width of the center area of your page will be 1005 pixels. So that would be a video that fills the full width of the page. If you have got a secondary content area, then the width that you want to put in is 785 pixels. And that will mean that the video takes up the full width of a page with secondary content or sidebar. In this example though, I am going to use this extra feature later which will make the video flexible width, and it'll make it fit the size of the screen. So for now I'm just going to choose the default YouTube video size. I'm going to copy the code there, so you'll see it's selected, so I can just do Control-C or Command-C to copy the code. I'm going to go back to the CMS. Now at this point we need to go to source view. Now you may have never clicked this before, and don't freak out because when you click it you'll see a load of computer code. Select the word video, and then at this point you can't just Control-V and paste into the source editor here. What you actually need to do is right click, or as I'm on a Mac I'm going to do Control-click and then paste in your snippet of code, and you'll see that's the code that we copied from YouTube that we've pasted in onto source view. And if we flick back to the WYSIWYG view, you'll see the video has appeared between the text there. And if we hit preview and go to this screen, you'll see the video has appeared between the blocks of text. Now, we embedded that at 560 width, which is why it doesn't fill the whole width of the page here. If you want to make the video flexible width, so it does fill the width of the page, there is something you can do. Flick back to source tab, and then I'm going to put in 2 extra tags of code, one before and one after the YouTube embed. The first one is this div class equals video container. So I'm going to copy that and then right click or control click and paste it in before the start of that YouTube snippet. So there's the YouTube snippet. And I've put in this code just beforehand in between those 2 brackets. And then I need the closing tag as well, which is this /div. I'm going to copy that, I'm going to paste that in again right at the end of the YouTube embed code. And then if we flick back from source, now the video here won't have actually changed, it's not flexible width in this WYSIWYG editor, but if we hit preview and then go to our preview page, you'll see it's now full width. Now that looks quite big on this screen because it's a widescreen monitor and there's no other content on the page, but what you'll see is that if you're now viewing it on a different size device, so there it is on a mobile, you'll see it's fitting the screen really nicely. There it is on landscape from mobile. It fits the screen nicely, and so on. Now there is going to be a much easier way to embed videos and make them flexible width like that down the line. But for now, that is the way to do it. And you'll need those snippets of code if you want to make it fully flexible.